If your pool filter is leaking, maybe from the bottom drain plug, from the band clamp, or from the bleed assembly valve, here's a couple things you can look for to troubleshoot. The bottom drain plug will have an O-ring, and you want to make sure that the O-ring is fully intact, not cracked, and doesn't have any rips. If you need a new O-ring or a drain plug, this is a very common item, and you can purchase this in any local pool store. If you have a leak coming from your clamp, very important, the first thing is you turn off your pool pump. Now that you've made sure that your pool pump is not running, you're gonna need a socket to take off the clamp from the pool filter. Different models will have different size sockets, so make sure you get a proper one for your filter. Every pool filter will have an O-ring. Make sure your O-ring is not cracked, ripped, or damaged in any way. Another important thing to pay attention to is to make sure that on your O-ring, there's no debris or any sand and under the O-ring or on top of the lid. Give it a good hose down and make sure you clean any surface areas and your O-ring. Before you put a pool filter O-ring back on the filter, make sure it's lubricated and not dry. At this point, we're gonna put a pool filter lid back on, make sure it sits properly and evenly all around. Sometimes putting band clamp on the filter could be tricky. So start from the back, make sure that the back seals properly, and then work your way towards the front. Hold it with your fingers, and I would suggest giving it a light tap all around, so that way it could seal properly. We're gonna put the bolt back on and tighten it. Make sure it's snug and properly tightened. You can give it a light tap all around the pool filter clamp to make sure it sits on evenly. If the leak is coming from the top of the filter, specifically from the air bleed valve, replacing the O-rings and seals on the bleed valve might be necessary, or replacing the whole bleed valve assembly itself. Average lifespan for a pool filter is about 20 years. If you notice any cracks in the pool housing, on the bottom, on the sides, or possibly on the lid, it's time to replace it. Do not try to fix that, because the filter is under pressure, and you don't want to patch something up that's under pressure. If you forget to turn off your pump or release the pressure from the filter, this can blow up on you and can cause damage. If all of this is a little too much for you, we are licensed professionals. We service neighborhoods in Roseville, California, and the greater Sacramento area. Give us a call and we will solve the issue with your leaking pool filter.